As we proceed in the discussion of how to master meetings, one of the important aspects we come across, because meeting is a two-way communication, uh, and it's something different from a conversation because we are giving opinions, we are taking opinions, we are taking questions, we are asking questions, and we are responding to situations. Sometimes we get into tough situations in meetings, and we're going to discuss today is how to handle those situations, different situations, whichever you come across. And we have to understand that meeting is a place where we are recognized, and the way you respond that shows that what kind of a person you are, and the way you respond once that creates your image, your reputation, and based on this reputation, that people respond to you in future. They approach you according to how you respond. That's why people have a different approach for different individuals sitting in the meeting, depending how they have reacted before. So we have to make sure that we react appropriately so that we create the boundaries and we create an impression which we want. So if you want to master that, uh, let's proceed. To start with, the first situation I've taken is how to handle questions. Questions are inevitable when you speak in the meetings. Whenever you get questions, how would you handle them? The first and the foremost important thing is that listen very carefully, give attention, listen attentively. So, for example, you can go with, uh, thank you for your question. Let me make sure I've got it right. Let me make sure that I've heard it right. If I'm not mistaken, uh, from what I understand, you are asking me this. So, from what I understood, you want to know this. So, you can have any of this approach. The next part is clarify if needed. Could you please elaborate a bit more on that? Could you uh, give a bit more detail on what you said? Could you please explain me that a little bit more? So you can have a simple approach for that. And next part is stay calm and composed. That shows you confidence, of course. So that's an interesting point, and I appreciate your inquiry, especially when you're asking, you get a question which is challenging, which is difficult, which you find is a challenging question. Stay calm and say, "That's an interesting point. I appreciate you bringing it up. I appreciate your inquiry," and address the answer directly. Address the question directly. Go for the point. Don't hit around the bushes. This, that, this. No. Go straight away to the point. And when you're finished, stay quiet. Don't go for explanations. Don't be verbose. We should not be verbose. One of the things is that in communication is that we have to speak only what matters. After that, we are not repeating things. So certainly, here's the information you requested. So here's what you're looking for. Here's what you asked for. Finished. After that, you give the information and finished. That's the answer. So the next part is how to handle objections. Now this is important, how to handle challenges and objections, because we do come across this situation also. Acknowledge the different perspectives. People have different perspectives. We acknowledge that. We embrace that. I understand your perspective and it's valid. I understand. So show that you understand this. Show that you're open for understanding. Don't be the stubborn guy who sticks to his opinion. And the next part is provide evidence or reasoning, give an explanation if required. Here's why we believe this approach is most effective. The reason why I think this is more effective is you can go with any of the approach, whichever comes in your mind, and then after that, invite discussion. When you have two opinions and you have differences, let's discuss this further to find a common ground. Let's have a discussion. I'm open for discussion. I'm not saying that I'm right. I know that I can be wrong. I embrace my mistakes. I'm open for discussion. Let's figure out something. Offer alternatives. For example, perhaps we can consider a middle ground solution. We can consider a middle ground solution. Let's have a discussion on that. So you have two solutions, and uh, A is not aligning with B, B is not aligning with Y. So we cannot leave the meeting with that distaste. Let's explore this further. Let's find a common ground. Let's come to a middle ground solution for the moment. So that is when you're stuck in those situations. You have to find a win-win situation. The person who initiates this is the leader. The person who initiates this conversation is the person in control. So you have to be that person. You'll be more in control in that conversation then. The next part is handling appreciation. And a lot of people I've seen they find it difficult to handle appreciation. When you're appreciated, how do you respond? Think about it for a moment. You're appreciated. Ah, that's a wonderful point. How do you respond to that? Ah, that's a very good idea. How would you respond to that? Would you just say thank you? Like, let's say how should we respond to appreciations? Express gratitude. Show that you appreciate their appreciation in a way. For example, you can thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you liked it. Anything like that. Acknowledge the team also. Don't take the whole credit on your own. So I'm grateful for the hard work of our team, what uh, which makes this possible. Give credit to everyone. Share the credit. Be generous. Stay humble. People who get pride hungry, control hungry, and credit hungry, these people are not very good team part of the team, and these people are not appreciated. Other people don't like when these people get designations and when they grow in career. For that, it's a team effort, and I'm glad to be part of it. So you're showing that it's a collective effort. Everyone has contributed, and I'm glad that I'm part of it. Now, if you have this approach, imagine when you get the promotion, whole of your team will appreciate your promotion. They'll be happy with your promotion. And when they are asked for the feedback, they will give positive feedback for you. This guy is right for promotion. Yeah, we appreciate him. They'll be happy with your happiness. Now, this is a rare case. You don't get this. To achieve this, you have to have uh, assertive kind of communication, what we are discussing. And linked to goals. Our commitment to excellence aligns with our company's mission. Show that your uh, mm, commitment always in alignment with the company's goals so that company sees that you are a force which drives the company towards where it wants to be, and if you are that force then you are in the spotlight of being promoted or getting the next raise, and company will recognize your contributions. And so that was about how to handle situations, and if you do this, this is very handful tool. You should be having this part of as part of your personality and communication. This is not just about communication skills. This is about your whole or overall personality, your whole personality. It will change how people perceive you. It will change how people think about you. So see you in the next session tomorrow. Also, appreciate if you uh, do the practice. Don't forget to do the practice before you go for the practice session, because if you're practicing, you'll do good. See you tomorrow and have a nice day.